Hey, what's up guys, ChillaDeX, welcome back to more Steins linear bound Phenogram. It's been a day since I recorded the last bit, and hopefully my internet's fine. I reset my I have a box that cause I'm like way far away from my router, so I have a little box that splits like Ethernet cables. So I have the one from the router that's like 40-50 feet away, plugged into that, and then I have two shorter Ethernet cables going out of that into my PC and PlayStation, etc, etc. So hopefully, I'm stumbling. I reset that thing. Hopefully, I'm good and it doesn't, for some reason, disconnect me. I don't know. I guess we'll just find out. Okay. That was way too long of an intro. Alright, let's get started. Once Papa hung up, Ferris, Yukitaka Ojisama, and I finalized our plans. But before heading over to the lab, I wanted to check on Okabe. Oh, not in a great state still. He looks better rested thanks to Kuroki-san's treatment. He really doesn't. I gently caressed Okabe's cheek. Then Okabe shakes his head and grimaces. Oh, you know what probably sucks though, is this version of Kurisu probably thinks... Actually, I think Kurisu in general, up until he tells her, thinks that he's in love with Mayuri. But then hearing this, like, that's gonna hurt her even more. He must be dreaming about her. Now's the time to be jealous, Kurisu. You'll have time for that later, assuming your timeline continues to go on. But whatever. But it doesn't look like a pleasant dream. Probably dreaming of the many times he saw her die.
Okabe, 待ってて。私が必ずその悪夢から解放してあげるから。
And that you do. Even though for a time it leads to a worse nightmare, but you know. My aversion to time machines. It was born out of my rejection of my father's obsession with them. But now, I have no such aversion. Especially after learning the truth about CERN's research, getting myself involved in the development of a time machine, and realizing that time travel is more than just junk science. But even putting aside my aversion, I do feel as though using the time machine myself is taboo. The time machine puts godlike power into our hands. It defangs causality, allowing you to change the past and erase history as we know it. And changing the past is against my personal creed. Papa and I had a big falling out 11 years ago. I wouldn't want to change that painful event just because I have a time machine. Everything that has occurred in my life has shaped the person that I am today. Losing even a single event would make me a different, Makise Kurisu. And as long as this is true, I have no need to change the past, nor do I think, the past should change. At least, as far as my personal past is concerned. That's very grown up of you, Kurisu.
だから
A lesser person would have taken advantage.
私がこうするのは岡部、あんたがそうすると決めたから。まゆりを助けるために何度も時間を繰り返すと決めたから。
Okabe said that the first time was instinctive. He said that it was the only way he could think to save Mayuri, and his body moved on its own. And once he started, he couldn't stop. Human beings are like that. That's why people shouldn't become so dependent on power or play with forces beyond their control. But knowing the circumstances around his decision, I don't blame Okabe. Besides, my beliefs are my own, and not his. In other words, the time leap I'm about to perform isn't something I'm doing myself. Rather, I'm standing in for Okabe, just this once. Besides, we had no other option. And if it weren't for Papa persuading me, there's a chance that I wouldn't attempt a time leap at all. Of course, none of that to say I would put that burden entirely on Okabe. Ultimately, it was my decision. I can't stand seeing Okabe like this. There's no doubt that my desire to save him is a powerful motivator. Sometimes one must take action, even if it goes against their beliefs. Well, it's common among scientists. It's the kind of situation I never wish to encounter.
でもだからこそ必ずあんたに道を示してみせる。まゆりと自分と岡部のために。
and for Hashi, poor Daru. like she just writes him off like, yeah, whatever. that's mean. Oh right, and for Hashida too. Though he might be able to escape on his own if he doesn't get killed. I mean, I guess according to I'm forgetting her name. Why am I forgetting her name? I can't remember her, but his daughter. He does technically escape, even though we don't know how. That'd be interesting to find out. Like, how does he escape armed individuals? I guess they're probably ordered not to kill him, so he's able to take advantage of that, I'd assume. Now I'm curious. But unfortunately, there's no second Daru chapter, so I guess we'll never find out.
正直言うとね、ちょっと怖くはあるのよ。だって自分で作ったとはいえ、タイムリープマシンがきちんと動く保証はないしね。
Just gotta have faith, Kurisu.
あんたはそれで飛んだっていうのに、自分勝手ね、私。
Of course, it is possible that the time leap machine wouldn't work properly on someone without Okabe's reading Steiner ability. It may function differently based on a person's age and gender. Ooh, that's actually a good point. Huh. Newly created technology always brings with it a number of unknowns. But Okabe leapt through time for Mayuri without a single assurance. So, I want to do the same.
そう。あんたのためにね。
That's a girl. I still like Mayuri. Like I said this when I was playing the first game. I still like Mayuri more. But she's definitely grown on me to like a solid number 2. And Luca 3rd. Yes, I'm putting Luca over Ferris. And why can't I remember her name? The Daru's daughter. I can't remember her name. I feel bad. But even with my newfound determination, I'm really scared. I can't help it. No matter how much faith I have in my theory. Wait, what? What the sentence is that? I can't help it. No matter how much faith I have my theory, no matter how much faith I have in my theory, I assume is what that's supposed to be.
だからごめん卑怯だけど私に勇気をちょうだい
I look at Okabe's sleeping face and move closer to him. I put my hands on his shoulders and slowly, gently draw closer. So close I can feel his body heat. Then I place my forehead against his. I bring my thoughts next to his thoughts, and we exchange breath and body heat.
岡部好き
Let us find out he like just woke up.
あんたがどれだけ中二病
That'd be
でも
great.
センスのおかしな空気読めないもんでも
How weird and clueless.
北欧神話好きでもそんなの全然関係なく好き クリスティーナとか女子とかセレセブとかザ・ゾンビって呼ばれるのはいい加減縮小気味だけど
But she's grown to like being called that by you at the very
そ
least.
のうち必ずあんたに私の名前をきちんと呼ばせてみせるわ真正面からね
Oh, if only she knew it wasn't get on her. Well, at first it was get on her nerves, but it grew into something else. But she doesn't know that. That was my one-sided confession to a sleeping man. A confession that was unfair in some ways, and meaningless in others. Yeah, because assuming that your whole timeline gets wiped out when you leap, it'll have been completely pointless. I don't expect him to respond. In fact, I'd probably never live it down if he did. And it was for nothing more than my own satisfaction. But for now, that's good enough. I don't intend on ignoring my Yuri either. I can make my official confession another time. This was just a sort of ceremony to receive the courage I need. A ritual. With slight reluctance, I pull my body away from Okabe's. I wanted to stay with him a while longer, but I don't have a lot of time. If the Rounders decide to make a forceful move against us, it could all be over. When I stand up and look at Okabe, I can see that Okabe's once pained expression has turned into a more peaceful one. Maybe he sort of heard you in his sleep. That's been known to... Like, they won't, like, remember what you said, but, like, just the feeling behind it can, like, calm, like, fitful sleeps. I've heard of that. Sort of, probably, kind of. I don't know, I could be bullshitting. His breathing is normal and sounds healthy. Yeah. He's going to be okay.
じゃあ岡部行ってくるね
I open the bedroom door and step out into the hall to the living room. It's time. You good, Ferris? I saw Ferris waiting for me. For some reason, she was sighing with disappointment. Was she spying, or at least listening in?
あれどうしたのフェリスさん
I realized how suspicious I must look, given what I was just doing in there. Uh-huh.
くーにゃんこれからはヘタレーニャンって呼んでやるにゃ
God damn it, Ferris. What'd you do? Huh? What'd you do was so bad? I I feel my body temperature spike. I'm sure my face is bright red. We didn't get to see these two, like, interact very much in the first game. So I'm glad we're getting to see it a little bit now. Especially, like, the love stroke Kurisu. Like, this is the best possible version to interact with Ferris, I think. Isn't that, like, her actual thing? Like, she can actually do that? Like, that's from the first game, I believe, right? Unlike some of the other BS she comes up with. Because people accuse her of cheating because of it. And then they end up being chased, and then Okabe gets beat up, and yada yada. But Kurisu's aren't gonna believe that. Not at all. Give her a break, Ferris. Take two? Okay. So really quick, I wanna just double check. Ferris special bit of shelter. Also the name of her stand. It's not just the feeling she has when monitoring another person's subtle eye, body, and hand movements. She can tell whether someone is lying or not. Alright, so it's more just... Also, god damn, I get a fucking JoJo reference. But still. So yeah, it's more of... I think I made this observation when she told us in the first game, but... It's more of just being very observant of another person than actually being able to read their mind. Unlike Okabe's. Well, no, I guess Okabe's would have... Again, even though time travel doesn't exist yet, whatever. I guess Okabe's has a more... scientific, like, premise as well. Like, you could say his brain just... Because, like, everyone's brain catches up eventually. As we saw with, like, people getting their memories back. It's just... Okabe's happens to snap into place faster. Like, immediately. So... Yeah, they're not really special abilities. It's just, well... Yeah, not really. Well, special abilities, but not superpowers, I should say. Whatever. Oh, poor Kurisu. She's like, oh, god damn it. Who knew Ferris-san would be like this? She has a weird style of speech and even gives people weird nicknames. Between her and Okabe, why does Akihabara draw so many weirdos? Well, to be fair, this is literally her town. So... It's more like you were drawn to Akiba, not the other way around. Oh. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, so she does like him in that. Okay, I was misremembering my Steins Gate 1. She does like him in that way prior to the... Oh, okay. Okay. Said Ferris with... Well, actually, maybe she's joking. Said Ferris with a devilish smile on her face. She looks so cute that even I might fall for her. Okabe wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, I think, yeah, no, well, he would. But, yeah. Is she kidding around? No. That's the real thing. God damn it, Ferris. Oh, I don't know if she's... Oh dear, I don't know if she's serious or not. I don't remember if she liked them. Okay, I don't remember, man. That is. But if someone told me to compete with Ferris fair and square, I'd be in real trouble. I don't. I mean, would you? Because I feel like a lot of what most people see for Ferris is like an art, like a front she puts up. Well, like no, I guess not. Well, whatever. Yeah, let's move on. I don't have the wealth of experience in it to deal with competition like this, especially with everything else going on. I don't think I'd even have the mental capacity for it unless we saved my area and the situation stabilized. Could she really have some sort of psychic power? No, of course not. As a scientist, I can't accept that. But that would mean she has incredibly sharp intuition. Yeah, intuition and observation skills. Now I'm curious. I want to study this. Yeah, you know, that's fair. I'd really like to conduct some experiments with Ferris as my test subject. Oh, Kurisu. Well, she's in higher spirits. But I have to hold off for now. And just cut to here, okay. For long, we had made preparations and returned to the lab, where we now stood in front of the time loop machine. Did she have to wear this just to go to the lab? I guess she has to have that in case any of her fans see her in public. Have to maintain the image. With that, I activate the time loop machine. Now all that's left is to put on the headgear and press the enter key. Indeed it is, Ferris. Indeed it is. Ferris-san came over and held my hand tightly. Since Okabe has already used the time loop machine, this won't be the world's first instance of time travel. But it does mark the dawn of the time travel experiments. Well, it's your world's first time travel, technically, because Okabe technically hadn't done it yet. Yeah. And I will become one of the pioneers. The fear I felt earlier had waned, replaced by feelings of elation and curiosity. But at the same time, if I time leap, my reconciliation with Papa and the gift of my personal fork will be undone. Oh. But is the one you love's sanity, as well as someone's life, worth not going? Like, I don't know. I'll be sending my current memories to a me who existed a time before I spoke to Papa. After that, I'll be putting all of my efforts toward helping Okabe, instead of reconciling with him. If I didn't time leap, would Okabe someday be able to accept Mayuri's death and go to Aomori with me? I know, okay, so I know this game doesn't really have choices. But this is one spot where I really wish it did. Because I would want to, like, I know it'd probably be an immediate, like, well, I mean, the chapters are short anyway, so I guess it'd be one of two possible. I don't know. I would just want to see that. Him and her going down more. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. My mind wanders toward these possibilities. But I seal away all of the confusion in my heart. My pride as a scientist. My feelings towards my father. They are minor compared to what's at stake. This is how it's supposed to be, right, Papa? It's all up to me now. Destination is yesterday, around 5:30 p.m. when everything was bathed in twilight. Would he? I don't know if he would. Like, Huh. Oh, sorry, I should probably read that. Twilight, Tasagare. The Japanese word comes from how hard it is to see people in the unusual lighting. People would ask one another, "Who are you?" Tasakare? I remember one of my upperclassmen at Victor Condrey telling me about the mythology of his home country. Once upon a time, the god of lighting forged a deal with the demon. The deal read, the demon shall not day or night be harmed with anything dry or wet. But in order to defeat the demon, the god of lightning created the twilight. And to slay it, he used a weapon made of the bubbles of the ocean, something neither dry nor wet. In another myth, a demon was said to have obtained immunity to humans, gods, beasts, and other demons, whether day or night, inside or outside. In order to oust it, another god became a fusion of both lion and man, which is classified as neither beast nor human, and during the twilight, defeated the demon standing in their doorway, neither outside nor in. That's very not complicated, but tedious? No, not tedious. Can't. The word's like right there. I can't think of it though. That's what he told me. Perhaps the moral of this myth is that when you are presented with two losing options, keep calm and think about whether there's a third. By using reason or by thinking outside the box, you can always find a third option. How oddly suited Twilight is to untangling the mess of causality in order to arrive at the correct option. Yeah, I mean... Okay, I'm curious about those myths now. Like, I need to look that up, because I don't know if that's some bullshit that the makers of the game came up with, or if that's an actual myth. I gotta look into that. But I suppose it's just how we are. Most scientists are just romantic shinibyo. Spend enough time around them, it's only a matter of time before they rub off on you. Eh? In before the rounders come in and shoot Ferris dead as Kurisu time leaps. Okay, that was very morbid. I don't know why I said that. I smile at her. I smile at her, then put on the headgear. Electricity arcs through the air, and my surroundings are consumed by a whitish blue light. The ground shudders below my feet. I press the enter key on the keyboard. My body shakes as if I'm caught in the middle of a large earthquake. It's enough to throw me into the air. It felt like my body was about to make the leap along with my memories. No, that's not what leaped. Was it the world? Was that like a hint to something? Huh. What is this? A ringing in my ear pierces deep into my brain like a metal pair of forceps. It feels as though the cells of my central nervous system are being torn apart in every direction, down to the atomic level. Sight, sound, touch, smell, taste. All 5 of my senses ignore my brain signals and receive information of their own accord. And it's not just my senses. My heart starts acting on impulse, running through emotions until it feels like I'm about to burst. This is... Yes. Observe. Observe. Analyze. I have to determine what this is. Extreme nausea and drunkenness erupt through me. My sense of gravity grows vague and I'm jumbled around back and forth, side to side and up and down. The image of the world reconstructs in my brain as if an artist put it together out of scattered mosaic tiles.
そうだ。未来を思い出したのよ。私、最悪の気分かも。
Her description was a lot more vivid than Okabe's. I guess she's a bit more, articulate than he is. The world gradually comes back together, and more analytical than he is. As my vision grows clearer, the mysterious sounds and sensations withdraw, as if I'm awakening from a dream. When I come to, I'm curled into the fetal position on the floor of the lab. The rays of sunset beam through the window.
やっぱり実験はするものだわ。こんなに気分が悪いなんて。
Yeah, well, you'd have to, deal with this again if you try to experiment more with it, so... I'll keep that in mind for later. Oh, I remember this. Okabe's gonna come in, and she's gonna walk out of the, testing room, or the lab area of the lab, and she'll tell him that it's done, and that she just woke up after, taking a short nap. I think. Right? You could ride a roller coaster over and over again and still not feel this sick. This is valuable data. I wonder why. Does the brain get confused by memories that theoretically shouldn't exist and force the body through a series of illusions? It can't be a simple physiological phenomenon.
岡部も言ってくれればいいのに。
I mean... I don't think he thought you would do this, so... At any rate, I still feel sick. This degree of discomfort would make it dangerous for anyone frail to use. They'd be consumed by it.
もしかして、岡部がああなった理由の一つかしら。かなりの負荷がかかると見て良さそう。岡部、ごめん。
Yeah. Definitely couldn't have helped. I managed to keep the contents of my stomach where they belong and check the time on my cell phone. August 13th, 1724. The time leap was success. Success being a relative term. I've been in pain for about 10 minutes now. I wonder how it was for Okabe. He was very disoriented for a while. I think, from what I remember. It's been like 5 months. Or more since I finished the first game, so I don't quite remember. From what I observed, it didn't look like his time leaps took as much out of him. Did he get used to it? Or maybe the effects vary between men and women, or from person to person.
そもそも岡部にはリーディングシュタイナーがあるものね。
I sluggishly pulled myself to my feet. I have to get to the bridge in front of the UPX, like Ferris told me. If she's right, Okabe should be there. Oh, no, I remember this now. Yeah. Cause... Yes, I do, yeah. It's all come together now. She goes there, and he's like, how'd you know I'd be here? And she was like... Well, I guess we'll see, because I don't quite remember the full conversation, but... She somehow finds him... when she probably shouldn't have. But like, when you first played through the first game, you're like, oh, well... I guess, circumstance, but no, this makes sense. So it's all coming together now. We only have a couple of hours before Mayuri dies. Considering it was around 7 p.m., I have an hour and a half. I have to reinvigorate Okabe and send him back to the past within that time.
でも、これしかないと分かってはいるけど、岡部をあんな目に遭わせなきゃいけないのね。タイムリープって。
Yeah, but it's gotta be done.
岡部、本当にごめん。次は快適にできるよう改良するから。
To keep Okabe from getting too concerned, I won't tell him that I performed a time leap to be here. That's the rule. Oh, wait! Wait, Ferris said her and Kuroki found him on a bridge, right? So that means... Yeah. No? Yeah, It's been... I'm gonna have to go back and look at the early parts of this, because I'm trying to, like, piece everything together. Let's go. Wait for me, Okabe. The effects of the time leap were unexpectedly intense. I didn't expect the road to feel this long. I can normally get there in no time. It takes all my strength just to keep my legs moving, and every breath is a struggle. Eventually, however, I make it to the front of UPX. I paused to look at the little TV in the background. Because I think when I was playing the first game, someone told me this is for another game of... by the same studio, I think. Probably, I don't know. But it's, yeah, whatever. Just ahead of me, I saw Okabe crouched down in the middle of the UPX bridge. Even now, he looks so despondent. It was hard for me to believe that Okabe could look so depressed. For me, this was a mere 20 hours ago. But for him, it could have been a lifetime. Oh. At least a few weeks, definitely. Just seeing him like this nearly brings me to tears. But crying now would be meaningless. I didn't jump back in time to cry. I must reach out to Okabe. That's what I should do. Something only I can do.
ねえ岡部、あんたは一体何度恐ろしい未来の記憶を思い出してきたの？何度まゆりが殺されてしまう残酷な光景を見つめてきたの？
Too many is the answer.
な喧騒があふれるこの街の真ん中で、たった一人で孤独に戦い続けて、そんな姿になって、誰にも頼れずに心も魂も擦り切れて、嘆きと絶望で壊れかけている。ごめんね。いつもあんたのことを目で追ってたのに気づけなくてごめん。一人で戦わせちゃってごめん。
Kurisu, you know for a fact he wouldn't blame you.
ねえ岡部、私はそんなあんたの姿見たくないよ。また私のことを変なあだ名で呼んでほしい。ジョシュって、クリスティーナって、ザ・ゾンビって。
Fucking the zombie.
セレセブって。ムカつくけど、い
Oh, this is killing me.
つかちゃんと名前を呼んでほしいけど。
But for now, she just wants to be you again.
でもやっぱり私をそう呼ぶ方が岡部らしいよ。そんなあんたに戻ってほしいよ。ねえ岡部、私は今のボロボロになったあんたに道を示せるかな？
Oh, I'm sure you are. Wink.
手助けになれるかな？
Oh.
あんたを助けたい。まゆりや橋田を助けたいっていう気持ちはもちろんあるけど、何よりも岡部、あんたを助けたいの。この思いを私は自分に対してだけはごまかしたくない。
I still love how they tied in a chapter from this game into the events of the first, like directly into the events of the first.
そのために自分の心情も曲げた。10年以上も嫌われてると思ってたパパとの和解もなかったことにした。だから岡部、次は私を頼ってほしい。あんたの仲間である私を、あんたの助手である私を。
Don't tell me it's gonna end right here. Well, I guess you've already seen the conversation in the first game, but
そうしたら私は絶対にあんたに道を示すから。
damn right you will. Take a deep breath. Suppressing the emotion that almost crushes my heart. I stand in front of Okabe, begging my voice not to tremble.
そこの地べたに座ってるドキュン男。
Yes. When I call out to him, Okabe slowly lifts his head. We get to see it from her angle this time. Wow, he does not look great. Jesus. Okabe slowly lifts his head and looks at me with hollow eyes. Oh, we don't get to see the conversation again? Damn. Well. Vermilion Soteria completed. That was good. I think I've liked all 3 of the chapters so far. I loved seeing, or not loved, but it was interesting to see a broken, like, schizophrenic Okabe in the first chapter. I guess if I had to say, out of the 3 I've done so far, I guess Daru's is probably my least favorite. I don't know who I'd put as my number 1 though, between Kurisu's chapter and Okabe's though. But yeah, that was great. I said it before. I love how they are directly tying it in to events from the first game. Like, because obviously the other 2 are like what ifs, but this having like building upon the canon of that. Well, I guess in a sense it's all canon, isn't it? Because they're just like separate unit, whatever. But yeah, no, that explains how she knew he was there, and we got some like background on the fork thing, because like I remember playing the first game, I was like, what does she mean the fork? What? But yeah, that's gonna do it for this session, and next time we'll be starting whose chapter? Suzuha, that's her name. Also, only 70%, so I missed something. Also, oh hey, you can wait. No, wait, what's the what? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Daru's was the only one that didn't take place along that same world line. Cause like this Okabe chapter is if he gives up, or if he never time leaps, or whatever, or yeah, if he gives up eventually. Then obviously Daru's is separate world line. Wait, why is it? Oh. Oh, okay, I see. That's what that's controlling. Gotcha. I was like, what are these arrows doing? But no, okay. And Kurisu's is just showing a little bit of what's happening with her. I wonder, does it matter which one I do next? Like, I feel like I should go down in this order, right? But I almost want to do Ferris next. Superhero Chat Noir. Okay, so Ferris also takes place in a separate world line. Mr. Bronze is a separate world line. And Suzuha is okay. Yeah, but okay. I've been dilly-dallying way too much. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this session, and next time we're gonna either start Suzuha or Ferris. Probably Suzuha, because I feel like I'm supposed to go down like that way, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all later.